Welcome to another episode of the Almost Tipsy Vegan. Today we're going to make some vegan sausage cheese balls. So we made some vegan sausage the other day, but these will be vegan sausage cheese balls, and we're taking to a party tomorrow night. So anyway, what we're going to start out with, this is just plain old oatmeal. It's about 1.5 cups here. We're going to put it in the food processor. We want to make a flour out of it. Get this out of the way. I'm going to grind that up. I want it more flour-like. So let's get this on there. Get it on properly. Like that. And you want that real flour-like, real fine. Okay, we're going to make this. That's good right there. Okay. Now then, that was a 1.5 cups of old-fashioned, the big flakes. It won't be that much now, probably about a cup now by the time you turn it into a powder. We're going to put, this is a cup of walnuts. Okay. I'm going to put those in there. I don't want those really finely chopped. I want to have a little bit of texture in there. And I'm also going to put in, this is 1 can of black beans. They've been rinsed and drained. 1 can of black beans. Again, I don't want it real chopped up. I still want some texture to it. And let's see, I've got 4 mushrooms right here. I'm just going to put them in there. And we're going to give them just a quick little chop. And then I'm going to start adding the spices. Okay? Okay? And I'm going to go ahead. This is not doing too good with the big mushrooms. I'm going to break them down a little bit. And then we're going to start adding the spices. Now, oh, golly, shot that across the room. Well, you know, things happen when you're cooking with me. So, it's all about having fun. So we've got that semi-ground up. Now we're going to start adding the spices. We're going to add a little bit of flaxseed. We've only got maybe a tablespoon in there with flaxseed. So I'm going to put that in there. Not a lot. Okay, that's all we had. We're going to add a little bit of salt. Oh, probably about a tablespoon. Again, you can add the flavors you want, the things you want in there. Anything you don't like, don't put in there. If you like more of it, put more of it in there. We have some liquid smoke. If we like a smoky, reminds you of camping out, grilling out. A good bit of liquid smoke. Okay. And let's go ahead and get to the good part. If we're cooking on this show, you know, we're drinking. So we're going to have a little bit of Jack Daniels in here because Christmas cheer, Jack Daniels. And hopefully I remember to put it in the sausage balls this time, but let's see. This tastes good. Okay, so we got some, that's probably about a good shot and a half. Move this. Okay, now we're going to put some black pepper in there. Okay, about a good bit. I like it a little spicy. Oh, we're going to have some Worcestershire, of course. So we can put a good bit of Worcestershire. We love Worcestershire. It gives a good flavor. Okay. And we got some liquid in there anyway to make it blend up a little bit better. So I'm trying to get things out of the way as I'm putting them. Another major ingredient is nutritional yeast. This adds a lot of flavor to it. So we're going to put that in there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teaspoons of a nutritional yeast. So get that out of the way. We're going to put about a teaspoon. This is just oregano. It's dried oregano. So we can pour it. Again, I don't like to measure things because everybody's tastes are different. I can tell you to put a tablespoon in there. If you don't like it, you may want to put a teaspoon, or you may want to put 2 tablespoons. Everybody's tastes are different. This is a no salt seasoning. It's got, little carrots, a little bit of everything in there, onions, garlic powder. So, but we like a lot of flavor. Okay. Now this is a very important one here. This is sage, plain old sage. It takes a good amount of sage because it's a little flavor. But again, that's about a teaspoon. And again, I'm just winging it. This is dried basil here. Dried basil. And get some. That's maybe a teaspoon. Onion powder. This is actually garlic powder here. Okay. Onion powder here. And fennel seed. This is a very important ingredient too. For sausage, I think you gotta have a lot of fennel in there and give it a unique flavor. A little bit more, about a tablespoon there. And we're gonna have some red pepper flakes, because to me, sausage balls need to be a little spicy. But if you don't like the spiciness of it, don't put it in there. But we like it. I'll put a little bit of ketchup. It gives a little bit of coloring, a little bit of flavoring. So just a little bit of ketchup, not much. You really can't taste it, but it gives a little coloring. And we're going to put some maple syrup in there. We're just going to pour it in there, make it a little easier. So 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, just guessing. That's scientific, isn't it? And we're going to put that in here and grind it up. And then get a spoon and stir it around a little bit. Let's see, this will work. It's a little thick right now. We want it thick because it's got it all blended together. We don't want it to be a mush. So there we go. Come together, make it a formative paste. The texture we like just perfectly right now. Okay. Now, you can't not see it probably, but I'm going to try to show it to you. And that's about the right texture. Now, what I'm going to do is put this in a bowl here. Well, I'll taste it first just to be sure it tastes okay. Well, that's good. Real good. Okay. So I'm going to put it in a bowl here. And that will taste better once you cook it. You get that oatmeal cooked. It's going to taste a whole lot better. And put it in a bowl here. The reason I put it in the bowl is because I'm going to put some cheese in here. I didn't want the cheese ground up together because I wanted it kind of stand up by side and melting. So I got the sausage balls in here right now. And get this all out. Okay. Put that to the side. Get this out of the way. Now I'm going to put some cheese in here. Again, this is vegan cheese. And I'm just going to sprinkle it in there like that. And I'm going to again stir it around, just mix it all together. Get it all blended together. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make little balls out of it. And then we're going to put it in the oven and let it bake. So while I'm doing this, I'll show you how to make a little ball and put it on just a baking sheet with parchment paper on there. And I'm just going to take my fingers, make a little balls like this. It should be a finger food type thing, so you don't want to make real big balls. So if I thought about it, I might could put some food coloring in there, but then it might have turned out not too good. But I'm gonna roll all these out, put them in the oven, and cook it at probably 375. And then when we come back, I'll show you what they look like. Okay, welcome back. These are still very, very, very hot. They just came out of the oven. They cooked about 20 minutes on one side. You can see I flipped them over. Let me get this out so you can actually see them maybe. And you see where I flipped them over. I hope I slid them off the pan, but you see that. Now, let's see what they actually taste like being cooked. So, we're going to take one of them out. We'll take this one out right here. And I hold it up to the camera so you can actually see it. Okay. And I like maple syrup on mine. But if you want a mustard sauce or you want anything else, that's fine too. So just put some I'll put maple syrup on one part and just like that. Just a few little drops on there. You don't want it to be totally maple syrup. So that's amazing. That is so good. I got lucky. The spices are just right. I don't measure anything, but this is perfect. So that's one with maple syrup. Try it without maple syrup. The people at the party night tomorrow night are going to be so impressed. So these were fantastic. Y'all got the recipe on here or how I made it. Y'all try these, and if it's around Christmas time for y'all, when y'all see it, y'all have a Merry Christmas. I'm the Almost Tipsy Vegan.